Okay, so last time I was discussing about the characteristics of the Unix. So we have covered from starting like some of the um, basic use cases of the Unix. Then what is the Unix? Then characteristics of the Unix. We were talking about the some of the flavors. I mean, we can go and see this website DistroH. It has available all the flavors. You can go and see. Then we have seen in the characteristics part like it is a multi-user interface. It can do more than two tasks simultaneously. It's user friendly. Security is more, it's more secure than Windows. It's free and open source. You don't have to pay any license in order to use it. You can customize its source code according to your own need. It has several flavors available. The next part I will be discussing about some of the part of the Unix. So what are the parts? So before going to the parts, just one question. I want to show some, what do you say, power of Unix, how it is most powerful. If I ask you one question, what is most powerful, whether it's a Unix or Windows operating system? The question is what is the most powerful, whether it's a Unix or Windows operating system. So what is our general convention is because we are very much habituated to Windows. So I will be saying it's a Windows. I'll give one question. Suppose I need to create some directories. Suppose I want to create 10 directories. So what you will do? Let me first remove these directories because I created. What you will go, you if directories means in the Unix are same as folder in the Windows operating system. What you will do, you will create directory 1, then again go to new folder, then rename directory 2. So if you will go like this, so if I have to create say 10 directories, so what you will do, you will create a directory like this. So at least minimum it will take 1 minute, let's say I am saying. So, but in Unix how it will work, let's say. So I am now in Unix. So let me so see my present working directory pwd is empty, nothing is there inside it. You can see ls, it's clear, nothing is there. So I want to create 10 directories. So it's very simple, just one command will do everything. M, suppose mkdir, it will do dir 1 to 10, just it's done. It will create now 10 directories in my current working directory. Let's see now. See, directories are created. Just see the power of Linux. If you have to do in Windows, it will take around lot of time. Every time you have to go and do new and folder, rename it. But in this, you just try it. I will discuss these all commands in coming sessions. So let's say one more thing. Suppose I have created these directories, 10 directories. I want to create 10 files also inside it. What you will go? You will come here, then again create a new file, something, file 1. Then again you will come here and will create file 2, file 2, something like this. Suppose I want to create 10 files also inside it. What you will do, again you will come and you have to go to create all the 10 directories. It will take around less than, not less than 5 minutes I can say. But see the power of Unix, how these things are possible here. Suppose, see, touch is the command which we'll use to create empty files. I want to create empty files in directories 1 to 10. Inside those directories will be files. File 1 to 10. See now everything is ready. If I go inside dir1, let's say cd dir1. See now 10 files are created. Let me go to file dir2. Let's now I am in dir2. See here I was in dir1. If you see here in dir1 we have these 10 files. Now I came to dir2 in folder 2. It has 10 files. Just see, less than even it did not take you in 1 minute also. A time it took only just to write this much command. That's it. Otherwise, everything is ready. So this is the power of Linux. You can do very big tasks in very less time. That's what I wanted to show in this one. So coming to the part of the Unix, it has two part basically. One is shell and another one is kernel. So see, it is a very important. See, you have to pay more attention to this because this is the one time. Then I will not be discussing this one. So, but you need to understand how a Unix works. So, what shell will do? See, what if we are writing some commands? What it will do? First, it will go and check whether that command is available or not. If it is not available, then it will throw some error. So then again we'll go and see what is the error or what is there. And so I was talking about the shell. So let's say I'm writing some command. So what is this? You are saying this interface. So this interface is nothing but its shell where we write our command. So first what shell will do? Shell it will check the command whether it's a command is valid command or not, whether its corresponding application is available or not. So say what is shell? It it is an environment. It is an environment where we run our command. We run our command programs, shell script, etc. So next, what it do? We are running the commands from here. How we interact with the Linux? So this is this acts like a medium to interact with the basically through operating system. So we can say like it acts like an interface between user and kernel. We'll be discussing what is kernel also in the next. And next thing, see, we write our command. So let's say I'll write. So this is ls. I'm writing ls. So it's because it will check. It will go there and check whether corresponding application for ls is available or not. Ls means listing of the directory or the files. Let's say I give something ls hyphen, suppose I am giving pq. What it will say? pq means it will parents also. It will go, let's say some invalid command, something I'm giving. Let's say ls something I give. What is this? It's telling no such file or directory available, because in Linux everything is considered as file. So I wrote ls. If you see here, I have written this ls, so it's giving everything perfectly. But I am writing here this inappropriate commands I'm giving, whether it will show ls cannot access this, because ls want to access this file. So but this file is not available, so it's giving an error. That's how it will check whether syntax whatever we are giving is correct or not. So it will check the syntax of our command. If everything is fine, then what it will do? Then it will pass this command whatever we are sending. See, here it is not passing this command to the kernel, so then it's displaying its standard output to here only. But here if you see at this place, this everything is correct, so it's displaying here. So this output is coming from the kernel will understand and send the output. So what next? If everything is goes wrong, sorry, if all good with our command, then what it will do? it will interpret our command to kernel understandable for. If all good with our command, then it will interpret our command to kernel understandable form and send it to kernel and send it to the kernel. So that's how. Till here is the work of shell. We are writing shell. It is an environment where we run our command or program, shell scripts, etc. And it acts like an interface between user and kernel. It will check the syntax of our command. If everything is good with our command, then it will interpret our command to the kernel understandable form and send it to the kernel. So now command came to kernel. What kernel will do? Now kernel will see, because anyway this has checked everything. So the kernel will send the required output to the user. So kernel, what is the kernel? Kernel is like a heart of OS. Operating system has two parts, basically the kernel and shell. So kernel acts like a heart of the operating system. And now see, everything came here. Our command is good. So what it will do? It will see our laptop is, we are installing the operating system. So inside we have a lot of hardwares are there. So kernel provides interface to interact between our processes to hardware. What it does? It provides interface between hardware and process. Then next what it will do, we are now connected with our hardware, so it will execute our command. So this is the job of the kernel. So now you understood. So this is very important, because continuously we will be working, but we should understand what is shell and what is the kernel. So let me describe here in most tutorial way. Let's say I have this. Sorry. Let's say I have this bigger circle, and let me draw some inside also. Again, let me draw one more circle. So if you think like this way, so kernel is the heart, means kernel is inside. So this is kernel. Then we are interacting. User will be somewhere outside. Then shell is there. Shell. So what we are doing? We are sending our request. Sorry. So what we are doing? We are sending our request from here to shell. Now what shell will do? Shell will check whether our command is good or not, and its corresponding application is available or not. If everything is good, then it will interpret our command to kernel understandable form. Then what shell will do? Shell will send this. Shell will convert our command to kernel understandable form, and it will send to kernel. Then what kernel will do? Inside we have hardwares also. So kernel will interact with those hardwares, and it will send corresponding out to the user. So this is the main job of the kernel. You can say it's like the part of the Linux. That's how the system works. So for today, that's it.